Alright, so today we're going to do a AC compressor and condenser on what year is this? 08 Crown Vic. So what you're going to need today is special tools you're going to need. You're going to need a manifold gauge set, and you're going to need a vacuum pump. Here's the compressor right here, and this is the accumulator. You have your oil and your seals for the installation. Then you're also going to need your condenser. All right, so right now we got the grill off. We have the black cover right here off, the belt off, the radiator shroud and the intake, and the little reservoir is off. Getting to the AC condenser. Got the AC condenser unbolted and everything. Two up top. You got two bolts up top. I think they 13 millimeters. I want to say these two right here. Then you have two down low underneath of it. Oh, shit. Those two right there, I think those are 15. There's gonna be some fluid leaking out, so I'll just put this bucket underneath. All right, so the hose is removed from two up top, two down bottom. Now you got back out the radiator. I didn't remove the radiator because I didn't want to drain the antifreeze. So what I did was just push the radiator back some, and it's going to be two screws, one right there, and then one on the opposite side that you gotta remove in order to separate the condenser from the radiator. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna get this condenser up out of here and start a new one. Alright, so correction, it's only one screw on this side. The other side doesn't have one, so we just removed that. Now I'm gonna lift this condenser up out of here and slap in a new one. Alright, we got the old condenser out, and these two tabs on the bottom, is one on each side. They're actually locking it in. So what you gotta do is, well, what I did was pry it on it, and it helps you got another person to pull up as you prying on it, and just to get it above that sleeve, and then it'll come out once you do that. While you got that out, it's a good thing to clean the radiator out, and all we did was use a rag and some compressed can air. Just wipe it with the rag and then take the can of air and go behind and just spray it. That was all the dirt that was in it, so it did help. All right, with the condenser back in, we're gonna start working on the AC accumulator, which is right there. Is the AC accumulator. We're gonna take that out, move that. You have two bolts up top. You can reach them up top or down bottom, two bolts. And then there's one bolt down bottom. You also have these lines you have to disconnect. First, we're gonna disconnect these lines, and then we're gonna remove the bolts. For the lines, you're gonna need a tool set like that. So we're gonna go ahead and get that out the way and move on to the next step. Looking underneath, this is your compressor. You can hear it grinding. It means it's bad, of course. We're gonna take that off, replace that. All right, so my phone died, and I had to keep working, but pretty much what's been going on is got the old AC compressor off. You have 3 bolts to do that. One right here, one back there, there's one up top. One right there. They're not going to come all the way out because they're the way it's designed, so you gotta just back them all the way out, kind of push them back up into the AC compressor and bring the AC compressor out at the same time. There's also 2 lines, if you can see. There's 2 lines up on top of the AC compressor. One right there. Focus, focus. One right there. Another one adjacent to it. And that's 1 bolt on each of those lines you gotta take off. I think they're 12mm or 13mm. But got that done. And we're just putting everything back together now. Alright, now we got the compressor torqued down, plug back the harnesses and everything. While I'm down here, and might as well go ahead and start the accumulator, so we're putting that back on. There's a bolt down here, there's a bolt on both sides. One that goes right there, and one that goes right there. Alright, after you get the accumulator and the hoses on, you're gonna have to get your vacuum hose, your manifold gauges out, hook your blue up to the low side, your red up to the high side. I mean, it's only one way it could go on anyways. And you're gonna need your pump. What you're gonna do is you're gonna vacuum out the system for a good hour, and then you're gonna go on to the next step. Alright, so back doing the AC, we vacuumed the system out, you know, let it vacuum for about 30 minutes. It held at 30 psi. So now we turned the car on, AC on low, and we charging the refrigerant. Look how cold she is. Yeah, that what you want. Icy. Burr. AC compressor is on and activated. Looks like we running about almost close to 150 psi on the high side and about 10 psi on the low side. Low side, you want that to be around 25, 30 psi.